Okay, so far, where have we gotten with Nix? We have added ACK curl, FFmpeg, JQ, tree, alacrity, Emacs, Git, NeoVim, Starship, and Tmux to our home manager config. The main thing that's left in my generic dev environment, so not language specific, kind of something, the things that I'd want just accessible just about anywhere, would probably be zshell, would be the last one that I can think of. I'm sure there's more that I'm just not thinking of. But I actually have like a fair amount of config and most of these other things besides Emacs, which so far this is kind of half done. I don't have that much config, right? But I need my zshrc file. I have some different other includes that I, want to include in my Nix config. So anyway, that's kind of what we're going to go through today. Dylan shared with me how he did this with zshell, which is not that. Come on, Dylan. Where the hell did I put your repo? Unbelievable. Did I close it? I might have closed it. Sounds like something I would do. Let's see. Probably not. DM Mulroy. Really? Unbelievable. History. Should I just go straight into my history right here on stream, live on stream, recorded for posterity? Yeah, what the hell? Why not? Where did I put that stupid thing? Okay. Got some Amazon searches. Very good. Got some Gmail, got some other things, a little Etsy in here. I guess I could just search for Dylan. You're the only one who says zshell. I say everything funny. If you don't put all your projects on GitHub, then they don't actually exist. You know that, right? All right, let's look for Mulroy. Oh, what is this? No, this is terrible. Okay, let's look for GitHub. Maybe GitHub will give me. Okay, here it is. Yeah. All right. I found it. We're good. I think people's favorite thing that I say, let's see, what is it? Oh, car, right? Isn't that people's favorite thing? They love that I say car instead of char. Perfect rustation. Oh, Kuvi man's. Dude, this guy's gonna be like all rust. It's a lot of rust. Yeah. I get the C# probably because he does a lot of game dev stuff. Hey, thanks for the follow, John Carroll. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. And thanks for the raid earlier. ZSH. Yeah. Yeah. zshell. ZSH. Yeah. A lot of people say ZSH, I guess. I don't know. I just say zshell. It's easier. It's less syllables. Efficiency, right? Everybody knows that I'm so good at efficiency. All right, let's see. I don't think I actually have any. I don't even have a configure. So this whole thing that they did here with adding this to a configure, and then you have these different function and includes and all this kind of stuff, like I don't have any concept of that. So we're going to try to do this. The other thing we actually did do yesterday is we made my dot files public because I figured out all the secret stuff that I needed to hide. So most likely it's not there. So we did actually do that too, which was great. Zish. Roasted says Nightshade says Zish. I don't think I could call it Zish. I think I'd feel like I'm some sort of Gen Z guy, you know? I'm too old. I'm too old to say Zish. All right. Let's see what we got. I guess we'll go ahead and make a config dir and make a zshell dir, and then we'll start moving some things in there. So let's see. Let's just start with a copy to begin with. Let's copy our zshrc into config. Oh my god. Config zsh. I just did it. Zsh or zish? Which one should it be? It probably should be zish. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Sounds like something Prime would say. Zish. Okay. Zish like fish. Yeah. All right. Config. Now I can't get it out of my head. It's like when you the first time, I don't know. This has happened to a lot of people, I think. The first time you watched Prime and he called GPT Jippity, it is very, very hard to not call it Jippity from there on out. It is really hard. And I feel like this whole Zeesh is really, I'm calling it Zeesh. I don't know. This might actually stick. Oh my God. I hate this. Okay. I think I'll just call this, what, like a config dot zeesh. Zish like fish. Yeah, I know, but I'm on the Zeesh train now. I'm on the Zeesh train. I don't know why it happened. So now, everybody hates it. Everybody can hate it, including the people that said I should call it Zish. You'd evolve it to Jesus shell? Well, that's what fish is, right? No. Good Christian joke, right? Okay. All right. Kickstart config zish. Oh no, this is terrible. My brain's really freaking out about this. So yeah, we've got this little function here for source files in dir. And we have this whole source files in dir thing. So this is what, like, I wasn't sure how I wanted to do. And I think probably what I'm going to do is just keep source files in dir as a function. GC shell or GCSH. Nice. Unbelievable. And let's see. Oh, somebody mentioned this whole include thing, right? Is that what we were talking about, or was that in reference to something else? Now I'm forgetting. Maybe that's what we were talking about, the whole Z shell include. I think Amit might have said something about that yesterday. It doesn't matter. Let's figure out how I want to do this. I'm kind of all over the place. I mean, what I'd kind of like, let's start here. If we just comment out all of that, we'll just pretend none of that exists. for now, and we just try to get the rest of this working in Nix, I think that would be pretty happy. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna have to move my existing zshRC file to something else. So we'll just do that, and then we'll figure out how we can grab this config file in our home manager. And by figure out, I mean just copy what Dylan did. I think all he did is in home manager.nix, he did this whole built-ins read file thing. Okay, so we'll mostly just copy this. And let's see, I guess zsh is at the end here. And we're gonna say enable equals true, enable auto suggestions equals true, enable completion equals true. And then I'm just going to say init extra. Now currently I only have one, so I'm kind of like, maybe I don't even care about this, and I just instead I just make it a normal string instead of a multi-line string, and maybe that will work. Built-ins.readl file. Copying the homework of a bright student. Yeah, I used to be that bright student, believe it or not. Okay, I know, might be hard to believe. That used to be me a long time ago. Yep, I was the bright student that everybody copied off of. Yeah, 1920. Tracks. Buy my skincare line, by the way. Okay, init extra. What does syntax highlighting actually do? Let's look that up in home manager stuff. Nope. Yep. Programs.zsh. Shut up, Nightshade. Thanks. That's really, really helpful. Yeah, then the amnesia hit. Dude, I don't know. My brain's just effed. I don't do anything that really should have ruined my brain, but it's pretty ruined. I don't know what happened. I used to be a smart person. There it is. It's a submodule to ZSH. Okay. Well, that doesn't help me a hell of a lot, does it? Don't do Emacs, kids. That's funny. What, like command syntax highlighting, like in the thing? Why would I care about this? Who wants this? I don't want this. I don't need this. I mean, it's fine that you like this, Dylan. It's fine. No, I don't need that. Okay. This looks good. Syntax highlighting for a shell command. Kind of communist I'm just kidding. You just have to call things communist if you don't like them, I guess. All right. It depends, right? Yeah, they call them communist or capitalist. You kind of like, just depends. Depends on what side you're on. Okay. Because there's only two sides, obviously. All right, I'm done. All right. Module, home manager, Nix, config. Yep. Let's just try a little DRS and see all the errors we're about to get. Or it's just going to be a first try situation. Most likely. Most likely it's a first try situation. Emacs equals escam. Just one of those classic RMS e-scams, really. Okay, building the system configure. Let's see, getting status of Nix store config. No such file or directory. Okay, so obviously I didn't do this right. I'm guessing I need. Checkmate atheists. Yeah, first try here. Come on. Were you here for Rust DSA? That's funny. Okay. Let's go back here and figure out where I effed up. I'm gonna guess built-ins needs. Do I need to like say, hey, by the way, I'm gonna use built-in somewhere? This looks normal. Let's just look at configuration. This looks kind of normal. I mean, he's got all of his fish stuff in here. Why is he saying enable equals true here as well? It's kind of confusing, but okay, it's fine. We'll let him do whatever he wants. Flakes, next command. Yes, this is true. Okay. Let's try the main flake and see if there's any obvious differences. Okay. I have self-Darwin, home manager, Nix packages, username is my username, surprisingly. Okay, so this is all the same. The only thing I have different is I have my Emacs overlay URL. Pinky survivalists. Things you come up with, dude. Let's look at system. I don't think it's going to be in here. Okay. I don't know why ours looks so different. I know what this is different. That's fine. Oh, right. I think I had to do some of this for right. Interesting. I don't know why he doesn't have this in his Nix, but okay. This looks the same. Yeah. I've got just like a totally ripped pinky. You can take that to mean whatever you want. Okay. So this doesn't make sense. It's just not working because it doesn't want to. Got it. All right. Do I even have a configuration.nix? Let's just look. Module configuration. Builders use substitutes, experimental features, substitutors, trusted public keys, trusted users, worn dirty. Worn dirty. Programs.zsh enable true. Okay. Interesting. Oh, and then he has some of his other stuff here that I have somewhere else. So confusing. Environment shells equals packages.zsh packages.fish. Login shell is packages.fish. Effing Nix. Okay. So I don't exactly get what's different between mine and his at this point, to be honest. Surprisingly. Hey Leo. Yeah, I've got another like 45 minutes probably I'm going. Yeah. Sounds good. Sweet. I appreciate it. Maybe there'll be some Nixperts that are about to come in. Tell me why I'm dumb. Let's see. Building the system configuration, calling the derivation strict. Yep. See, it's this activation script. Now I get it. Just kidding. Getting status of Nix store config. See, it seems like it's looking for the config here. Oh. Did I F up and I forgot to put the ... That wouldn't be surprising. No, I did. I did it right. Built-ins .read file /config /zsh/config .zsh. Hey, Leo, thanks for the raid. I really appreciate it. Hey, Ryan, what's up? Yeah, welcome, Raiders. Today we are mostly working on some Nix stuff. This guy is an Ergodox Easy. I've had it for about 8 years. It's tried and true. It's been with me a long time. And yeah, it's nice, you know? I might be upgrading at some point this year. But yeah. Thanks for the follow, Ryan. I appreciate it. No, I'd say the Moonlander's better. The Moonlander's kind of like ZSA actually made this keyboard as well, and then ZSA was like, okay, now we're going to design, and this is on like a open source, whatever the specs for it are open source, so you can build your own. And I think ZSA so they took that open source build and made the Ergodox Easy in order to make it, basically an Ergodox pre-built. And then the Moonlander was like, okay, we're going to take everything we like about the Ergodox, but put it onto our own semi-proprietary build, right? So, yeah, that would be cool. That's a good idea, Ryan. You should do that. Do like a giveaway, a charity giveaway. You enter by donating to charity on your stream, because your stream said something about donating to charity. But maybe you don't actually care about that. I don't know. Hey, thanks for the follow, Call Me. For those of you who don't know me, I'm MetaMe, or Meta. Most people call me Meta. I occasionally say my first name here and there in frustration. And yeah, we do a little bit of everything on the stream. I don't know, that's true. But we've done quite a bit of Rust. We've done quite a bit of like different languages. And we have recently been delving into some OCaml. I've done a fair amount of functional programming. I work in Clojure full time. That's my day job. No, Nightshade has been pushing the beam so hard that I just had to ban it. No, I'm just kidding. But what's funny is literally Elixir and Erlang are probably the only things I haven't done uh, in recent past. So one thing we did is we did 12 languages in 4 weeks. And that was pretty fun. That's over here. We'll look at that real quick. We did these 12 languages. We just spent like 2 or 3 days exploring, playing around. Since I write Clojure and that's a Lisp, I kind of wanted to see where did Clojure come from. I hadn't really written any of these languages besides Haskell in the past. And so we had a fun time going through all these languages. Not on this stream, Amit. Not on this stream. But if you're mean to Nightshade on this stream, chances are, if you're in any other stream, he's going to ban you. Besides Ryan's, I think Ryan and my stream probably the only places you're safe. And this is out of date because we still have cock listed here as the language, and we all know that it's been changed to rock instead of cock. So very fun, very fun. Yeah, that's fair calming. There's a fair amount of differences. Obviously there's a lot of similarities, but there's a fair amount. Exactly. I did not feel like it was the best. Of course they changed it to ROCQ because they didn't want it to be confused with the ROC. Yeah, it's jokes. Yeah, they're all pretty different, right? So that was pretty fun. Got to play around with a lot of things. So including cock. Okay, I just had to say that. And then before that, we did a bunch of data structures in Rust, and that was painful and a way for me to learn Rust. And these are the ones we did. We did all of these, except Vec. Vec is there, but it's actually just something I stole from someone. So yeah, this was fun. Doing a doubly linked list in Rust, lots of fun. Good way to learn how to kill yourself with the borrow checker. So we've done a little bit of other things with Rust since then. I'm supposed to, if Dylan ever gets his shit together. No, I'm just kidding. I'm supposed to help Dylan with moving create Melange app, which is the thing he's been building to make it easy to write like front end apps in OCaml and Reason. Is supposed to help him port that to Mint T, which if you're on Leo's stream, you should know what Mint T is, but it's a little TUI framework that Leo wrote and we've played with on stream as well. So that's the OCaml that I have planned. Other than that, working on some Rust stuff, and right now just trying to get my zshell working in Nix. And we have a getting status of Nix store s source config, no such file or directory error. And that's unfortunate because I have no effing clue where to go from here. What if I just take out this like init extra right here? That's not how you do that. It's a hash. I couldn't remember the common syntax. Okay. Hash is common syntax. Right. So good at this. All right, let's just see if this works without any config at all. That's what I'm doing. This is literally copying Dylan's, and it's still not working. So he does have one extra file that I don't have, and that could be the key, but I didn't see it referenced anywhere, so that's where I got even more confused. Could you get 5K channel points for personal use? Oh no. Let's see. Config zsh. We've been trying out different pronunciations of zshell today. It's this include. Okay. Like, what is this about? What is this include zsh? And then you have these two things, but like, where is this even used? I don't see this include zsh anywhere. It's not referenced anywhere else. Is this like the pattern? Like you need this include? It's in Home Manager? But I went into his Home Manager and I didn't see it. I didn't see it referenced there. But maybe I just missed it. All right, that's in module Home Manager. Okay, this is not it. This is not it. Am I just dumb? And there, see, look, include does not effing exist. All right. I know you've tried messing with this one byte, so we're gonna go with. I'm hoping that you can figure this out with me here. So I did this, right? I did this init extra thing. But I don't see where anything in the include thing is here. Maybe I'll just create this file and we'll pretend that it works. Okay? So let's see. This is his, right? These things don't matter. I shouldn't need any of this. I don't see anything in here that actually matters to me. Okay. So, right, enable auto suggestions, completion, init extra. Enable auto suggestions, completion, init extra. I only have one. I don't need two. So I did this. I didn't do multi-line comment syntax. I don't think that's, I mean, multi-line string syntax. I don't think that's going to matter at all. I mean, we could try it just for the hell of it, right? I should have just done a global replace. We'll just pretend this is the trick. I'm sure this isn't going to work, but let's just run it like this real quick. Oh, I still am trying to run an older thing. zshell is in the way of Home Manager files zshell. Well, maybe this is the real problem. I doubt it. Okay, let's just move this to zshell old, and then we'll try running this again. Be funny if it just worked now for no effing reason. I'd take it. Don't get me wrong, but it'd be funny. Okay. No, this is exactly what I had last time. Okay. All good. So now I'm just going to add this include file as if it matters. So we're going to do config. I think it's called include in his config. I don't know what it actually effing does, but we'll just pretend it matters. Include.zsh. Okay. Source. dot slash, I already forgot the name of my other file name, config.zsh. Okay. There we go. And we'll just run this again. And see what happens. Okay, same exact error. Okay, so the include didn't do anything, which is what I expected. So I'm just going to remove the include. It's in config zsh. I'm guessing that's just something that he tried that didn't work. All right, so let's go back to 0 config here. We'll comment this out and just see it's a hash. What happens? I kind of expect this to work, right? It just means that I'll have nothing in my shell. So let's look at something that I should have from like my old thing. I mean a lot of things, but oh right, but this isn't a new shell. So let's create a new shell. Okay. Interesting so far. Let's see what happens. Let me do this an easier way. I mean, I tried it like the other way too, and it didn't work, Roasted. But I mean, it's an interesting question. I would imagine it doesn't matter. And if it does matter, then I should get an actual error on that, not on whatever the hell I'm trying to do. Config. Right. So we should have like nvmdir, for instance. Okay, why does that work? Why would that work? Okay, let's see. No, I just want this. Oh, I'm being dumb. Okay. Wow, that completion I kind of hate, actually. Okay, so here's my ZSHRC. I don't understand how this is actually working in any sense. Let me try. I might have to get like exit my shell. As far as I know, this like should not be working. Okay, it's not. Okay. So this just wasn't, it still took the shell environment in tmux. Let's try a new session. Maybe a new session would do what I am thinking. Nope. Okay. So if I do a new window though, like a brand new, let's just exit and I'll do a brand new Alacrity. I don't know why Starship is still working though. This just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, there's the new Alacrity. And we'll just go somewhere like that. It was around there. Okay, so we have nvmdir, for instance, right? Echo nvmdir. Nothing. Okay. REPL wrap. Doesn't exist. That was an alias I had. Okay. So we know it's not working here. I guess Starship's working because Nix is probably doing something for Starship. Grep Starship. Yeah. So because I already have Starship enabled in Nix, it's automatically like evaling that for me. Okay. So then that means I actually don't need the stuff in my Starship because of Nix. So that's kind of cool. Okay. The rest of this so far does not make any effing sense. I'm just gonna try multi-line just in case. Just in case that really, really matters. I really doubt it does. But we'll do something like this. This is terrible. I want this to be like here. And we'll try going here. Oh yeah. That doesn't work because I don't have my aliases. All right. Oh, love it. Gotta love it. Oh yeah, that doesn't work either because let's see what happens. I don't think anything different's gonna happen. I'm just gonna go back here one more time, make sure I'm not effing crazy, and see what's up. Okay, got the same exact error in my terminal. Exciting. Like it's trying to find config in the Nix store, even though that's not where I want it to find it, right? So I don't get why that's not working. I guess I can try looking up like the read file stuff. This is all lowercase. This is camel case. And this is what you would expect. And we have a dollar curly brace. Yes, we do. Everything else is the same. How's the documentation for Nix? I don't know, to be honest. I haven't really had to deal with documentation that much. Because I've mostly just had somebody to guide me through it, hold my hand through all the hard stuff. So I think I'm actually at the point now where we're finding out how the documentation is. All right, let's see. Read file should be somewhere in here. I guess we could do like a search, but I don't think there's that much in here. Just using the package manager. I'm actually on Mac OS. Hashtag work pays, in case anybody's wondering why. Read file. Return the contents of the file path as a string. Okay. That's fine. Except that it's trying to find this file path in here instead of in my actual like Nix config directory. Okay. It's Nix Darwin, yeah. So I want to say something like built-ins. It's not built in, right? I mean, I didn't F it up. It's built-ins.read file. Okay. Built-ins.read file. Yeah. I didn't mean to press enter. Built-ins read file Nix Darwin. Looking at store instead of local directory. Sure. I don't think this is gonna, this seems like it, the problem here is that there's so many ways to do things in Nix, and it's like, okay, I'm using Nix Darwin, Nix Flakes, Home Manager, and like, how the heck am I supposed to get this to work? I don't know. I might be done trying to figure this out right now. I don't get why this isn't working. I'm just going to change this to something random just for the interest of like what gets printed here in this error. Right. Okay. Yeah, it did what I expected, which is trying to find blah there instead of somewhere else. Now, I guess we could do this and say ls here. So this is interesting because it's not, it didn't even bring my config directory into the store. Oh, F, I know why. I know why it's not working. It has to be staged, guys. BG tried to tell me this. It has to be staged. I forgot about that. It still didn't work because I still have it as blah. But watch this. All right. Now we go to config. We do a little bit of this. we're so close. We're so good at this. I'm so good at Nix. I'm so glad I didn't like rage quit and then ask BG like what I did wrong. Because he'd just be like, you remember, right? You remember it's supposed to be staged. Why is my command not found? All right. It's okay that my command's not found. Let's see if anything is actually working. That's not working either. Okay. So what's interesting so far is we have some level of victory, right? In that, well, what this, oh, right, stores are, I forgot, stores are immutable, right? So this is like that state, and it no longer exists in that state. I don't actually know how to see the store, but they are immutable. Okay, so all right, right, because this in6 doesn't match this one, which is like after we ran that. Okay, so it's still not working, which is fine. I just have to figure, at least it's probably reading that file. Yeah, a lot of good stuff there. This looks helpful. I'm glad I printed this out. Okay. Let's see. So we have config.zsh. I mean, what's interesting about this is like, I don't see anywhere, like in Dylan's config, and maybe there's a good reason for this. Like, he doesn't have... Let's see. Let's see what's in OPAM. I think I have this somewhere. Yeah, basically the same thing. Let's see if I have like utop. I don't have utop. Are you serious? It like completely didn't work still. So it's like half a victory. It's like it built, but it's not like it actually worked. Let's see. New file config.zsh zshell. So this has like these open vim in the current directory or open the target file. Like he has these functions. And I'm just wondering, like, oh, I'm also being dumb. I didn't restart my shell. I'm being dumb. Hold on. Okay. I'm dumb. Don't worry. We got this. There's not an easy way to restart in Alacrity. At least I don't know what it is. Okay. I forgot to restart the shell. The shell is the thing that I just effing changed. Of course I have to restart it. Okay. As usual, I'm being dumb. Look at that. Echo nvm dir. We're so back. Okay. First try. We absolutely did this first try. This really is victory. And I think this is working. Okay. So now, just out of my own making sure things actually work, back here, I really want this to just be on one line, because ideally I don't have all these effing lines for everything. Now, after I do this, I'm probably going to go be like, oh yeah, actually I want I want different files for different things. And then I'll just change it back to the other thing. But that's okay. But the point is we can just do that and we're fine. All right. Who knew that a quote change would take that long? Nice. All right. I'm not going to bother changing my terminal there as long as it's working. It's working fine. Okay. So now what we can do if we want is we can cat our zshrc and we can see it has all this stuff, right? Okay. That looks good. So then the last thing we need to do is get, let's see, what time is it? Yeah, I have time to do this. Good. Is get these things working. This I'm just going to find a different way to do it. Let's see what's actually in my Truly profile. I always forget. That's my work stuff. AWS, OpenAI, and SalesLoft. Yeah, realistically, how often do I use that? I guess I do quite a bit. I use the AWS stuff quite a bit. I need that in my sources, and I can't push that because it's all going to be fairly private, I think. Let me just look. I'll just look in a different terminal real quick. Cat Truly profile, AWS region, default region, CLA. Yeah, there we go. I knew I had something. It has identity credentials in there. So we'll just leave that out for now. And I'll just come up with a better way of doing this. I mean, technically I could do it this way. And then if these never exist, if these stopped existing at some point, it might like go away. It would be interesting to see if this just works as is. I mean, the bash profile D, I'd probably just want to put into Nix, but let's just see if this works. Okay. And then let's see what's in, if I remember right, let's see something that's in the bash profile D. Bash completion and Twitch. Okay. So I don't actually need bash completion anymore because I have zshell completion basically. So let's do this and we will move bash profile.d/bash completion to bash profile.d unused. And then that just leaves Twitch. And okay, so that's just Twitch OAuth. And that's not a secret, by the way. I mean, you'd have to have my phone if you wanted to OAuth with Twitch there. Okay, so what I'd assume is here. Well, that's a little concerning. Wait, was it Twitch access token? Was that the thing? I already forgot. No, it's Twitch OAuth. Twitch access token is actually like in my secret one. And I really don't know how in the hell that got in. But it's fine. Okay, so anyway, the real test is, do I have Twitch OAuth here? I do. And does Twitch access token exist here? Okay. Twitch access token is blank. All right. I did that in a different window. I'm not going to bother sharing it. But the point is that this works. So I'm going to leave it as far as source files endure for here. But probably for the things that aren't actually secrets, I might as well just put them in there. Since I'm only using one, I'm probably just going to get rid of this whole thing. And we're just going to comment this out. And we will just cat this again into here. And then I will just add it down here. It's really only if I'm like building a Twitch bot, and right now I'm not, but we'll just add it for the hell of it. Okay. So then now that that's changed, I don't actually care about that folder anymore. We can run this one more time, make sure it exists. And the only thing that I have is my work stuff. And this might error if this doesn't exist, but it doesn't really matter. Like if that directory doesn't exist, maybe it just silently does nothing. I don't really care either way. Because if I'm moving to a new system, it probably means that I don't have my current job, right? And if so, it's one file. I can recreate that. I don't need that checked in somewhere. All right, so assuming this works, we're going to be all done for today. Okay. Echo Twitch. What? Not Twitch access token. Twitch OAuth. Twitch OAuth. Okay, it's there. We're so good at this. All right, sick. So I actually accomplished it. I only had a little bit of time today. I wanted to make sure I got zshell moved over to Nix, and wouldn't you know, I actually did it. How about it? It feels good. All right, somehow I put this in this directory and I didn't mean to. So that looks good. And oh, I hate this. I hate this. So it's using, this is why I turn off completions, because this shit right here, this is a work commit message I did earlier today in a different terminal, granted the same shell, but it's using that history. And so then on stream, if I have these completions on or suggestions, it could end up leaking a work secret, and that's not good. Okay, so let's just say zsh to Nix. We'll push that, and then we'll see if we can easily fix this right now. If not, we'll make a note about it. Enable auto suggestions. Yeah. We're going to disable, and we're going to say disabling for now as it takes zsh history, aka could leak work stuff. Okay. Just so I remember why I did that. Let's run this one more time. And then we are probably good to go. While that's building, why don't we choose who to raid? Who's streaming right now? Who should we raid? Tej is streaming. I literally raided him yesterday. I mean, he's doing cool things, but it was literally yesterday that I raided him. I feel like we should try to raid some. Oh, Runic's gone. This is a buddy of mine. We started streaming at the same time. He's a good guy, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Runic, and so we'll raid him. He's doing some Rust. Let's just wait for this stupid build to finish. So I can be like, yay, it's working, and I don't have auto suggestions anymore. All right, let's raid Runic. He had some svelte on his screen, and I was like, quick, put Rust up. We don't need to see front end stuff. All right, guys, I really appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. And we will go from there.